the boundary between turbulence and order. It's a place where no rules apply. That's all life is.
What were some of the joys and struggles with adapting from a book?
I mean, the joys are pretty evident because it's such a good book and it's such a fulfilling world to kind of live in and swim in for the couple years that we were doing this. The struggles are also pretty endless when you're adapting something, especially something that's so rich and such an amazing book, because there's so much good stuff in it. And the main struggle is figuring out what we can actually fit into a screenplay. And I think when we really cracked it, it was through sort of discussions that we had with Jeanette and finding what she also considered the real heart of this story, which is the relationship between Jeanette and her dad. And once we kind of realized that and started just focusing on that throughout the movie, it became very clear what should be in and what didn't belong.
The Rex character is obviously a very complex character. What was it like directing Woody in that?
I mean, Woody has already such incredible instincts as an actor, and he was able to spend time with Jeanette and talk to her about her memories of Rex, and he was able to read some of Rex's journals and see the way Rex wrote, and also you see some of the sketches that Rex had of the actual glass castle blueprints, and so he was really able to get into Rex's head so well that by the time we were shooting, it wasn't really a matter of trying to find that character anymore. It was just getting options. And that process with Woody is honestly just allowing him to be free and try things. And he dances through a performance like an improvisational dancer, you know. And every scene he's painting a new thing into the scene. Every take, it's like another aspect of it, or a new way of doing something. And it was, as a fan, it was pretty exhilarating to watch.
So, your dad said he saw you pass by in a cab the other night. Acted like we weren't even there. You shouldn't be ashamed of us, just because we choose a different lifestyle than you.
Being homeless in New York City does not count as a lifestyle choice.
Well, if we heard from you more, you'd know that we found a lovely place on the Lower East Side.
Lori says you're squatting in an abandoned building. That does not sound safe, Mom.
When did you lose your sense of adventure?
And you had worked with Brie before. Was she sort of your first choice for this project?
I mean, Brie is my first choice on any project that I could work on, and so nobody could really play this role more perfectly than she, primarily because of her huge ability to empathize and connect with people in real life, which she was able to do with Jeanette, you know, and she does that on screen as well. She really connected with this character and was able to show, you know, both her vulnerable side and her extremely strong side, which is something that I think is pretty inherent in Brie.
There is a scene in the beginning of the film with Naomi where she's painting a Joshua tree, and she said the struggle is what makes it beautiful. Was that sort of a foreshadowing of the entire story, or what was the significance of that scene for you?
I remember that moment in the book, and it did kind of strike me as one of these moments when a seemingly irresponsible and selfish character, like Rosemary seems to be sometimes, says something so truthful that it surprises you. And yeah, I mean, that kind of is the journey that Jeanette goes through. It's a journey of learning how to view the pretty difficult things that she's been through a lens that is able to see that there is a positive and beautiful side to that.
You ready?
Let's go! I
You ain't like me.
I am like you, and I'm glad.